It's your girls. Hey, ICC friends, it's your girl, Xaviera. And this is our first Friday night chat of 2020. I literally debated whether or not I was going to do tonight's chat because all day long, well, today was just a weird day. It was just very, very weird. But I am here and I am excited to be chatting with you all. If this is your first time tuning in to our Friday night chat, usually what we do is we get together for about an hour. We talk about some of the top stories in entertainment and celebrity news. And I just kind of share my thoughts and opinions on them. And you share your thoughts and opinions with me by commenting. And we just go back and forth and we have a really good time. So I'm excited to be back. It has been quite some time since we've done a Friday night chat. First thing I want you to do is let me know where you are checking in from. You know, let me know your name. Well, I'll know your name. I'll see your name. But just let me know what city you're checking in from. And if you are a first time chatter or if you are an OG ICC Friday night chatter. So much to talk about in the meantime. I'm just looking, I see some of y'all coming in. So that's always very good and fun. I see my usual suspects, Cook and Shantae. Hi, Benita Liz and Latanya. Hester, what's up, girl? So, just a lot to cover. This week has been especially eventful for a number of reasons. And I figure we'd just talk about a few things. I won't hold you guys too long because I am not feeling 100%. But I promised I would be here. And I'm a woman of my word, even if my word lasts only 15 minutes. So the first thing I want to do is send our prayers to our troops and the loved ones and families of our troops who have been deployed. You know, I don't do politics at all, actually, on Ice Cream Convos. It has to be something very, very big that I absolutely cannot possibly ignore in order for me to address it on Ice Cream Convos, because we get this stuff everywhere else. It's so saturated and it's nothing positive for all obvious reasons. And I just try to keep ICC a politically free place. Now, I will talk about my forever POTUS and my forever FLOTUS, the Obamas. I will talk about them all day long because I love them. But I'm usually not talking about them in a political capacity. You know, I talk about how much I love them, how much I miss them. Excuse me, I'm getting emotional. I usually talk about, you know, whatever they have going on, you know, the family, Sasha, Malia, something of that nature, but I don't dig into politics. But it is very important for me to send prayers to our troops and to our play cousins down in Australia who are dealing with these horrible and horrific fires. So just do what you can to help out where you can, and, you know, just do the best you can. And I'll just leave it there at that. So as always, let me just go ahead and give my disclaimer. My camera is up here and my laptop is down here. So my eyes will be shifting back and forth so I can see what you guys are commenting. But at the same time, I want to give you guys some eye contact here. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is surviving R. Kelly. And the first point that I want to make is sometimes these sequels don't be hitting. You know, I mean, the first one is always good. The Matrix, the first one. You know, Bad Boys is a terrible example because Bad Boys 2 is my favorite. It is my absolute favorite. So I'm looking to see what Bad Boys 3 gonna do next week. But you know, in most cases, sequels don't hit the way the first one did because we kind of know the story. We kind of know what's going on already. And, you know, but I felt it was my duty to watch Surviving R. Kelly Part 2, The Reckoning. Ooh, that sounds scary. And I tuned in to watch, and I just had a lot of different emotions watching Surviving R. Kelly Part 2. One of the biggest things that stood out to me was the energy was real different from the first one. Some of y'all may understand what I'm talking about, and some of y'all may be like, girl, what you talking about? Well, I'm about to tell you. In the first one, it was like, oh, R. Kelly is this monster. R. Kelly, we took our daughter to this concert. She was only supposed to go to this concert. And then she went backstage. And then next thing you know, he done took my baby. I ain't seen my baby in 3 years. He's standing outside the house like, hey, I just want to see my daughter. Can I talk to my daughter? And I was like, okay. And you know, I mean, We not new to this. We know what R. Kelly been doing since R. Kelly been R. Kelly, and we not new to this. We know what's going on. I feel like a sense of, like, I feel like I was complicit in a lot of stuff because I done been to R. Kelly concerts. I done bought all the little albums, but I stopped. What album? I stopped at TP2. I ain't buy nothing after TP2 because music to me just wasn't hitting on nothing. But I just feel complicit because it's almost like, but then it's like, I don't know if it was like, well, maybe he still ain't doing that. Maybe he done learned his lesson. He done chilled out somewhere. He slipped through the cracks that time. And, we talked about this before. But every time I watch these Surviving R. Kelly things, I'm just like, man, maybe if I didn't buy them concert tickets, maybe he wouldn't have had enough money to fly somebody's daughter across the state, human trafficking, to take her to his house and do some things with her that he don't have any business doing. But in part 2, the energy was different for a number of reasons. And just give me a second and walk with me on this one. The brother, the one who's in jail, I'm not even going to waste my time trying to remember his name. But remember in part 1, he was like, every man know what he like. Ain't none, some men like older women, some men like younger women. He had a totally different energy in part 2. I love my brother and I'm going to hold my brother down. My brother, the neighbor was touching on my brother, and now you all humble and stuff. So apparently somebody done stopped putting money on his commissary because now he changing his tune and his energy. Now he's this super big brother who is so concerned about his younger brother who is sick and who has a problem. And Carrie came in there singing in the background. Carrie gonna tell it all. Carrie like, listen, he tried to make me say I was the dude in the tape, and he this, and my sister was touching both of us. And in the grand scheme of things, the whole R. Kelly life story is just pitiful because a lot of times people who are preyed on become predators, and the whole thing is sad. But just the energy, even when they got to the parents, did you notice that the energy was different when they got to the parents? Because see, in part 1, the parents told on themselves. The parents told that they took their youngins to these concerts, that they let her go backstage. Oh, they took their daughter because she wanted to be a singer, and they took her so she could have these meetings with R. Kelly, and next thing you know, she done packed up her Barbies and she ain't never came back home. But in this one, they skipped over all of that and got straight to the part about just how, we was just so attacked, and, and we would never sell our daughters and give our daughters away. And it felt like part 2 was a lot of accountability, and it gave people the opportunity to try to explain stuff away. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Because if I remember properly, Azriel's parents took her to that concert. I'm not taking my daughter to no R. Kelly concert. I went to an R. Kelly concert because I'm old enough to say no. I'm of consenting age. I'm not taking no minor to no R. Kelly concert. I think the one thing that really bothered me the most was the hairdresser. You remember the hairdresser, the one that I think he skeeted in her face. I'm sorry for lack of a better term. Sorry. And to me, it was very sad because I was literally watching someone who was broken, no self-esteem whatsoever. She was saying that basically because she was braiding R. Kelly's hair, she became important, and her family actually listened to her when she talked. That is pitifully sad that you have to be braiding a predator's hair in order for your family to listen to you talk. And it was just crazy because when she said, after they kind of ousted her, how she just kept calling and calling and pressing and pressing and calling to try to get back in that circle. And I'm just like, dang. And then the first victim, the first young lady who, I guess she went out and was recruiting friends. And see, that's the thing. It's hard to watch Surviving R. Kelly and fight judgment. It's so hard. I mean, you understand that a lot of these people are victims. You understand that a lot of these people are young. They were young victims who couldn't necessarily form smart thoughts. Because every time I watch Surviving R. Kelly, I text my good girlfriend and I say to myself and to her, if R. Kelly had came to my local mall, because I had dreams of being a singer when I was younger. And I was like, if R. Kelly came to my local mall, would I end up in a studio on one of his tapes? And I really had to sit and think about that. And I sat and thought about that long and hard. Because as impressionably dumb as I was, as a preteen, a teenager, as much as I would have been starstruck, I could have fell for the okie doke. I could have ended up in the dungeon in a chamber waiting on my meals with sister wives. It could have happened to me. So I try to operate not from a place of judgment, because I know my younger me might have made a poor decision that my older me would have bopped me upside the head for. But it's just hard. It's just hard, like watching a grown woman talk about how she went out and recruited other girls and brought them to the house for R. Kelly to have sex with them. But then when it was her turn, she was like, oh no, I don't want to do this. But I get it. I'm not victim blaming. Before y'all get all up in my emails and all that other stuff, I'm not victim blaming. I'm just having some real conversation. All of us were one poor decision away from ending up in R. Kelly's studio. Some of y'all might have been more hip, smart, street smart, whatever, about your wits ends. And some of us who wanted to be a singer, because I sure wanted to be a singer. So that would have been the easy way to pull me in. I would have been on the documentary part 3, sitting up trying to explain myself and hope y'all don't judge me on social media. So, I mean, I understand how it can happen. It's just wild when you listen to girls talk about going and recruiting other girls and bringing them in. It's just wild. It's wild. So, I mean, listen, Lifetime, I know every top of the year, y'all want to kick a new year off with another surviving R. Kelly. We done survived 2 of these things, okay? We done survived R. Kelly, and we survived 2 of these specials y'all done had. Now it's time to go ahead and let it go, okay? Let's just move on and move forward. But speaking of R. Kelly, the Pied Piper celebrated his 53rd birthday on Wednesday. And someone wrote me and was like, how he celebrating his birthday in jail? I was like, did he die? No. Okay, well, if you live to see another year, then you need to be celebrating. I don't even care if it's just shedding a tear because you behind bars, but you better thank the Lord Jesus that you are here to see another year. But don't come at me like I'm being shady because I said he's celebrating his 53rd birthday in the Concrete Hotel. His people hopped on his Instagram posting video of him talking about happy birthday to the king of R&B and all that stuff. So apparently somebody's celebrating his birthday somewhere. So why would he? I would have sent him a birthday card, but he can't read it. So I'm going to leave that be. But anyway. So while R. Kelly is down to the jail celebrating his birthday, Lord, the R. Kelly-esque is down to the Trump Tower, tearing up the house. Just they throwing down. Joycelyn and Azriel in there banging in Lil Rock up in R. Kelly's former condo, because they in there fighting, but I'm looking in the background. I'm like, is that some them some shipping boxes? They packing up the house. But apparently, I don't know what happened. I guess Azriel came there and she had a gentleman with him. Joycelyn came there with her homegirl Kimberly, and she was supposed to be picking up her stuff. Now, the girls had scheduled times to come pick up their belongings to keep the dust down. Okay. Well, Azriel is appearing to be seeing the light now, because for a couple days now, she has been very active on social media, posting video of her new place, her taking baby steps, moving out on her own, and she's reconnected with her family. And, it looks promising for the young lady. And not to mention, again, not from a place of judgment, but she is definitely enjoying all of the attention that she is receiving and the fame and notoriety that she has received from being an R. Kellyette. So, it is what it is. People do anything for clout. And I'm not saying that she was with R. Kelly for clout. What I'm saying is, after she is removing herself from the situation, I guess, she is definitely, taking advantage of the spotlight, for lack of a better term. So she's in the apartment getting her stuff. but she's on IG Live. Why do you need to be on IG Live in the apartment getting stuff? Boo boo, go in, collect your belongings, and get on. But no, she needed all of us to see that she was there. She needed all of us to see the inside of the apartment and all the boxes that are being packed up, because my spidey senses are telling me R. Kelly is not coming back to that condo anytime, or anybody else's condo for that point, anytime soon. So the house is being packed up. She's in there. Joycelyn comes with Kimberly. Kimberly comes up and is like, hey, I'm coming to get the stuff. Azriel's like, no, you ain't. You need to send Joy up. If Joy wants to come get the stuff, she comes up. But Joycelyn comes up. Joycelyn sees this gentleman that Azriel has accompanying her, and Joycelyn snaps off, because that is violation number one. Y'all know these girls not even supposed to look grown men in the face, let alone bring a grown man into R. Kelly's condo. Well, the condo formerly known as R. Kelly's at Trump Tower. And so Joycelyn is hot as fish grease because Azriel has this man in there. And so she starts telling her, you know, you so disrespectful. How could you be so disrespectful? And Azriel has all of us on IG Live, and Azriel's like, shit, I'm about to get a moment. So she was like, oh, this, that, and the third, you going to jail because you had sex with me when I was a minor. Something in Joycelyn's head, like, clicked out, and she jumped on Azriel and put the paws on her. Azriel dropped the phone. Now, I don't condone violence, even though I have twirled a day or two. You know, I twirled a couple times in my day. I did some jail time a little bit, but that's Black history. But it's a different type of situation when somebody jump on you so swiftly and so hard that you don't even know what happened to your cell phone. When Joycelyn jumped on Azriel, Azriel dropped her cell phone, and the cell phone fell and slid into what looks like it's a bathroom area. After the dust ups, you hear somebody literally scream like, ah! Like they getting their behind whooped, right? So of course, what's the first thing we do after we get into a scuffle? Even if we get tagged up, even if we get mollywop, whatever. We jump up. You ain't, I don't have no marks. I'm good. You ain't do nothing to me. You ain't do nothing but pull my hair. You ain't do nothing but pull my hair. So Azriel is trying to tell the police, security, whomever, that Joycelyn done stole her phone and it got it in her pocket. Joycelyn done hit Azriel so hard the child didn't even realize she dropped her phone and it slid into the bathroom or whatever, the little bathroom area. I'm not going to say I was at home laughing, but I was at home laughing. I'm sorry, because it was so outlandish that I couldn't believe I was actually watching this on social media. The two girls who sat in unity, Thelma and Louise, on CBS this morning and read Gayle King for filth for trying to talk about their boyfriend and that they loving relationship with R. Kelly. These two young ladies is in here snatching, and Azriel had just got her hair done. She had just about a half hour before, she was on Instagram posting pictures of her new curls and her hair was laid. And now Joycelyn done bopped her so hard she don't even know where her phone is. And we just listening to the whole thing go down. So once someone tells her where her phone is, she picks the phone up and proceeds with the, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm fine. She ain't even hit me. She ain't even touch me. And then it was like 5 minutes later, I want to press charges on Joycelyn Savage because she hit me in my head. I got this lump on my head. She hit me with her cell phone. You going to jail today. Boo, did she hit you or did you not? Did she or did she not? So, as sad as it's supposed to be, I was entertained. And I hate to admit it, but it is nothing like watching people who do dirt together throw dirt on each other. And I was like, look at the dirt flying. It's just flying all over the place. So following that, Azriel did indeed press charges against Joycelyn. Joycelyn turned herself in and she was indeed arrested for misdemeanor domestic battery. And for a small period of time, Joycelyn and her man were in jail at the same damn time. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. And I'm just like, wow. And then Azriel goes on to say, we lied on Gayle King, sis. I can't. I sat up there like a dummy and lied. Sis, like, I don't know if you didn't get the facsimile. That's facts for some of y'all millennials that don't know the old school name for it. But boo, we been knew y'all was lying. We've known for about 30 years now what goes on in R. Kelly's studio. But I mean, we just let you go ahead and say what you gotta say. Now, here's what I find super weird. What I find extremely weird is Joycelyn and Azriel, when they were unified as sister wives under R. Kelly's direction and reading Gayle King for Filth. And, you know, we watched that and we were like, dang, this is sad and pathetic at least. And it was like, we was like, yo, we hope these girls wake up someday. We hope they go back to their families. We hope they get away from R. Kelly at some point in time. Go back home, reconnect with your family, reconnect with your siblings, you know, fix it with your mama, fix it with your daddy. Go back home. You are 22 and 24 years old. You still have a whole lot of life ahead of you. Go get some counseling. Get the help you need. Get your life back. Reclaim your life. And now that Azriel appears to be taking those steps on Twitter and Instagram every single day, people are in the comments like, child, boo-boo, shut up. Child, bye. We don't even care. Don't nobody care. No one cares. Hashtag shut it up. Hashtag F you. Y'all still stupid. Y'all still dumb. Isn't this what we wanted? Like, people are weird. Like, isn't this what we wanted? Didn't we want her to get away from R. Kelly? So now that she's doing that, why are people cussing her out, calling her stupid? Some people like, well, just tell the damn tea. Give us the damn tea. Like, I see that all day long. Just give us the tea. Tell us the real story. Tell us the real story. What do you mean tell the real story? We know the real story. Why do people thrive off of details so much? We know the main idea, right? We know the story. Why harass this girl every single day for details? I hear now that she wants to work with the feds, but sis done signed so much legal documentation and non-disclosure agreements, and she done wrote that nothing foul was going on in the house and all type of things that have been notarized in the city of Chicago. And now that you want to tell the truth, you have all this documentation and paperwork against you. The only way you're going to get through this, boo, and the only way you're going to help the feds is you're going to have to go down in the back cave and grab another tape that we didn't know about and give it to them. I mean, you told Joycelyn you had sex with me when I was a minor, but if Joycelyn was having sex with you when you were a minor, were you having sex with other minors? So, I mean, it's a nasty, nasty tangled web. And where are we going with it? Where are we going with it? Listen, we wanted these girls to get away from R. Kelly. We wanted these girls to go back to their families. So if that is what they are doing, let them do it in peace. Don't cuss them out every day on social media and call them out their name if they're not giving us the real tea. Just let these girls. Joycelyn was back with her daddy. I was like, well, that's nice. That's really, really nice. Now, maybe he can apologize to her for taking her to that concert and serving her up to R. Kelly in the first damn place. That is really nice. They are back together again. And that's me being positive. I promise. I'm being very positive about all of this. So, just very interesting. Oh, let me read you this little statement Azriel wrote on social media today. She said, I woke up happy but torn. I didn't come to Chicago for Robert, only for Joy, whom he purposefully separated us because he knew I'd try to make her go home. Please pray for Joy. This is this is just tough love. So she can come to her own realization at her own timing. Sis, you went down to that place and pressed charges with your whole chest. But I understand. Sometimes that is considered tough love. She said, I just want people to embrace me, love me, and forgive me because I'm young and I just didn't know. Please do not crucify me for not being knowledgeable. No one ever wakes up and says, today I'm going to be manipulated or taken advantage of or kidnapped. Those are things you just cannot control. I never thought me and victim would ever be in the same sentence because I too was in denial. But once you realize, you realize. Sis, Gayle King tried to tell you. Whole bunch of people tried to tell you. But all in God's timing. All in God's timing. But I will tell you this. I have an issue with people who become famous for things they shouldn't be becoming famous for. Does that make sense? Or does that sound judgy? I'm trying my best not to be judgy because I do not want to lose cool points in heaven. But I just have a hard time. Okay, I'm just going to say it. And I hope y'all don't get mad at me. And if you do, just we'll kiss and make up later. But we will not be fighting down to the Trump Towers. Okay? But anyway. I have an issue with people who get famous for things I don't think you should get famous for. For instance, Cyntoia Brown. Y'all still there? Y'all not logging off, are you? Don't leave me. Give me 10 more minutes. See, I always do this. I always put up 2 fingers for no matter what number I'm saying. Just give me 10 more minutes. Let me explain myself and make myself clear. Cyntoia Brown, and this is not an attack on her. I'm just using her as an example of some things that kind of trouble me a little bit. Cyntoia Brown was a young girl who got caught up in sex trafficking, prostitution, whatever it was, 16 years old. Cyntoia Brown was purchased by a man for sex. Cyntoia Brown said when she was there with this man who purchased her for sex, at some point in time, she felt threatened. She thought he was going to kill her when they were laying in the bed and he reached over to one side of the bed. She thought he was going to kill her. So she killed him. She robbed him afterwards and took money, but she said she had to take money back to the pimp. She was convicted at 16 years old. She was given, I believe, a life sentence, right? She was given a life sentence. She served 15 years of the life sentence, turned her life around, became a mentor, helped guide other people, gave other, just trying to help other wayward young ladies stay on the right path. She was granted clemency. She was released from jail. Good for her, because a lot of us don't survive those type of things. But why is she famous? Why am I receiving emails to come interview her on my celebrity news and entertainment blog? Now, mind you, I do cover news, and I covered her case because I was like, wow, I covered her case, and the whole time I was covering her case, the majority of us were championing for her. Like, come on, please grant her clemency. She turned her life around. She showed that she's rehabilitated. She was young. We all make poor decisions. I'm glad I didn't run into R. Kelly in the mall. I would have been on Surviving R. Kelly Part 3. So I get all of that, but why is she famous? Why is she doing podcasts? Why is she? To me, I would get out of jail. All I want is my life back, make a life for myself, maybe share my story to help someone else who I can maybe empower. But fame, that's weird. That's just weird to me, because and if you minimize the whole thing, she was trafficked, killed a man, sentenced to jail, got out of jail. She's famous. But at the same time, I was happy that God gave her a second chance. Okay. So at this point, it probably sounds like I'm talking out of both sides of my neck, but I promise I'm really not. I'm happy she got a second chance at life and at redeeming herself and so on and so forth. But why is she famous? Like, why do you want me to come down and interview her? What am I going to ask her? Like, what am I going to interview her about? I mean, I can interview her about maybe getting married while she in jail, because there's some sisters out here who can't find a man and they living their best life. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you what really, really shifted it to one side for me with Cyntoia. What shifted it to one side for me that made it very weird was when the day she got on social media, she had on a sweatshirt that said, "Justice for Crystal Kaiser." And I was like, "Justice for Crystal Kaiser? Let me see who Crystal Kaiser is." And I Googled Crystal Kaiser. And Crystal Kaiser is a young lady. I think she's 19 now, but I think she was 17, maybe 18 at the time. And she had a rap sheet, but I mean, I've been to jail, so I mean, we're gonna start judging. We could just put all our stuff on the table. She had a rap sheet, stealing cars, just a whole bunch of wild stuff, like kind of street stuff, just a lot of street stuff. Apparently, she was messing with this older white man, and this older white man was trash. Don't get it twisted. He's straight trash. He puts ads on Backpage, wrangles up young girls, have sex with them on videotape it. He exploits them. He's a predator. He's a pedophile. All the check marks of trash. Right on down the line. Trash. He was under investigation because he allegedly drugged some 16-year-old girl, and the police found her walking down the street just dressed from the waist up, and she was incoherent and all that. And she's the one who rang the alarm on him, saying that she met him on Backpage. And just wait, let me put a pin in this. What's going on with our young girls that they are going on Backpage to meet grown men, young girls, to meet grown men and have sex with them for money? Like, what's really going on? Like, another night, just the podcast. We'll address it on my podcast. But anyway, so this man was already trash. He was already under investigation, but apparently Crystal was one of his girls in his little circle. But here's where it gets tricky for me, because Crystal told her boyfriend she was tired of this white dude trying to touch her, so she need a gun. So I'm like, okay, wait. She got a boyfriend, and she's still going to the white dude's house to do whatever he requests of her in exchange for money. And the boyfriend knows this, and he's okay with that. So he goes and gets her a gun and gives her a gun because she's tired of the old white dude trying to touch her. She goes to this man's house. But mind you, the man buys her an Uber, sends the Uber to go get her and bring her to his house. Now, again, I got to fight the spirit of judgy, because if I am being victimized, am I going to get in an Uber and catch an Uber to the person's house? Because if I'm being victimized from someone, I'm going to try to stay away from as much as I can. But anyway, she takes an Uber to old boy's house. And when she gets there, she takes a few selfies of herself at his house and posts it on Facebook. And probably about 1-2 hours later, she shoots him in his head twice while he's sitting down in a chair in the living room. Shoots him in the head twice. Steals his MacBook, steals some cash, steals his car, sets his house on fire to burn him up. Okay. Stole his car, picked up her brother and some more friends, 2 more friends. They go to Family Dollar, Dollar General, somebody's dollar, spends up all the money she stole from his house. They're taking selfies on a cell phone. They abandon the car. But one of the dummies left the cell phone in the car with all their selfies on it, so it wouldn't be hard to figure out who had the car. And then she went on social media, Facebook to be exact. Shout out to Facebook. Hi, y'all. With the gun, went live, talking about how she had to murk out this old white dude, and she don't mind. She'll kill again. Here go the gun. Here go the ammo. And her boyfriend had to come in and tell her, get your ass off Facebook Live talking about you just killed somebody, because you really did. And then they found the man's body. The police went and put the fire out and found the man's body the same day that they were supposed to come serve him or indict him or whatever it is, the charges for being a predator and a pedophile and so on and so forth. That is who Cyntoia Brown had Justice for Crystal Kaiser on her shirt. Now, there's a lot of people I know deserve justice that's in jail. or wrongfully convicted people. Because everybody in jail ain't everybody in jail ain't guilty. Okay? It's Black History for me, but I was guilty. Never mind. I'm a bad example. But what I'm saying is, if I know all of that and I'm at home in these United States of America, in Georgia's Atlanta, if I'm at home and I know all these details about Crystal Kaiser, then that means Cyntoia Brown knows those details as well. And if you are willing to pull a hoodie over your head and bring it down on your body and say justice for Crystal Kaiser, if that is what you are endorsing and supporting, then that leads me to look at your case differently. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If I sat up here right now and was like, y'all got R. Kelly effed up, y'all would look at me different. Well, no, not all of you, because some of y'all do feel like we got R. Kelly effed up. But what I'm saying is, I mean, I would say get Crystal some help, because apparently something ain't linking up right. The girl is out here. She killed somebody, she took a selfie in his house before she killed him. And you got on a hoodie that says justice for Crystal Kaiser. And then you have other people like, yes, justice for, because they don't read and they don't do their research. But my thing is, if that's what you will get on social media and endorse, and if you will stand behind that, then that makes me look at your case differently. I'm just saying. I probably done said way too much. I know I'm going to get an email or a cease and desist tomorrow. I can feel it in my spirit. It's Googling down here. It's just Googling all in my little belly area. You know, you get those butterflies before you know somebody about to hit you up with some nonsense. I'm going to get a cease and desist tomorrow. But it's just, that's the way I feel. You can't. That's the way I feel. And, you know, and that is when I saw that Justice for Crystal Kaiser hoodie, that's what made me go do my research. And when I did my research, what? And that's when I created a post on icecreamconvos.com. It's there right now, because I said everybody who is jumping in the comments of Cyntoia's page, like, yes, girl, yes, what can we do to help Crystal? How can we help Crystal? Man, first things first, y'all could pray for Crystal, because that's what she needs. And secondly, hope that and pray that she gets the help that she needs. Because what I saw was someone who was like, I don't give a what. I'm going to kill this dude. I'm going to steal his car. I'm going to take selfies in his car. I'm going to go live on Facebook and show you the gun I killed him with. But the minute they caught her behind and locked her up. Oh, and when they caught her, she said that her friend killed him. And then they said, Crystal girl, stop playing. Then she said, okay. He was trying to attack me. Crystal, child, he was sitting down and shot in the head twice. He was in a sitting down position. Now, what else you got? And that's who Cyntoia said that we need to get justice for. So all I'm just going to say is y'all need to look at y'all girl. Just be careful who you follow. That's all I'm saying. It's the year of our Lord 2020. Be careful who you follow. Stop falling for the okie doke. Take 1 extra second, 5 minutes, just to do your Googles. Do your Googles after you read something I tell you. Because, you know, sometimes I do my best, but I may not be always perfect. Just spend 5 minutes. Because what if I didn't do that? And I'm going to tell you another example of needing to do my homework. Y'all remember Shaheem? Shaheem, the rugged child. He used to be like a little young boy who used to run with Wu-Tang Clan back in the day. Now, my millennials may not know, but my old heads, not my old heads, my seasoned ICC friends, like seasoned like myself, y'all might know what I'm talking about. He favored Method Man. I think it was a rumor out at one point in time that he was Method Man's son. You know how we do. If we look alike, then that's your baby. But Shaheem just came home from jail. And one of my ICC friends shot me a DM like, Zavi, look look at Shaheem. Shaheem just came home from jail. He posted a picture with his daughter. And I'm like, oh my gosh, look at Shaheem. She was like, yeah, he just came home from jail. He been locked up for quite some time. And I was like, dang. I was like, so I go to his page. I read in the comments. Method Man, like, welcome home. Wu-Tang Clan members, like, welcome home. Other hip hop heads, like, welcome home, welcome home. I was like, you know what? I see him there, standing there, hugging his daughter. And, you know, he looked good. He looked good. And I'm like, okay, Shaheem, that's what's up. I was like, welcome home, Shaheem. And then I hit send. So the comment go to his Instagram page. And then something said, because that's how I jack myself up. What was he locked up for? And I said, get off. Hold on. I'm going to do my Googles real quick. So I did a few little Googles and found out Shaheem was locked up for a hit and run accident where he killed somebody and fled the scene of the crime. On top of that, he already had gun charges. So he ended up taking a plea deal. They was trying to get him for 14 years for the hit and run where he killed someone. I think it was a young lady. He killed a young lady. And he had gun charges, the hit and run, and he took a plea deal. They were trying to hit him with 14 years, but because of his plea deal, he only did a hot 5 years for a hit and run accident where he killed somebody and left. I went right back to Shaheem's page and was like, click, 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 delete, and deleted my comment. Ain't no welcome home. And the reason why I did that is because, you know, sometimes we get so caught up in somebody's celebrity that we tend to excuse their behaviors. If that woman that was hitting that hit and run car accident was my relative, I wouldn't be writing welcome home on his page. Sometimes we have to put ourselves in other people's shoes. And I was just like, if I had done my Googles, I wouldn't embarrass myself and had welcome home on that man page for a hot 10 minutes. I should have did my Googles first, but I got caught up. I saw everybody like, welcome home, welcome home. And I'm thinking, oh, he must have just got caught up on some drug stuff or something, some misdemeanors, or maybe with a gun on him. And he didn't have his license for it. You know, the typical stuff dudes in the hood go to jail for. I didn't know that you hit somebody, killed them and left. My mom got killed in a car accident. I'm not playing with you, Shaheem. I'm not playing with you. And I was started to post a picture of him. You know, the picture of him coming home saying, y'all, look, check out Shaheem. Nope. No. Nope. I mean, listen, the bright side, he's back with his family. He can be a father to his children, but whomever that young woman is, she ain't never come back home to her family. And while he has the right for God to turn his life around, for him to repent and give his life to Christ, and which all these things that I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but he has the right for a second chance and all that. But I will not be facilitating it through my venue or my outlet. I'm just not. I mean, accidents happen every day, B, but when you pull off and you leave that person there to die, that's a different type of energy I can't play with. I just can't. 5 years. And I thought to myself, I was like, man, if he had hit my relative and was out in 5 years, I would be getting ready to do my 5 years. Just saying. Hypothetically, of course. So that's my thing about just doing research. Even I get caught up. I play myself every day, unfortunately. And I try to be proactive instead of reactive, but sometimes I get caught up in the moment. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, with that being said, just do your Googles. Don't be afraid to do your Googles. Don't come on my page and write who. There's no reasons for anyone to be writing who in 2020. It's too many resources out here. Don't write who. Because who make you look stupid. You might be trying to play the person, but you're making yourself look stupid if you ask who. Speaking of looking stupid, something happened yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, a day before. I did not know that my fave, Amy Schumer, was undergoing IVF. And I know some of y'all looking at me like, your fave, Amy Schumer. Yes, Amy Schumer is my fave. And I'm going to tell you why Amy Schumer is my fave. I have interviewed a lot of celebrities, but Amy Schumer was hands down one of the sweetest celebrities I have ever interviewed. She and I had so much fun. From the moment I walked in, she sat down and was like, what's up, girl? I was like, what's up, girl? And we had a good conversation. We talked about everything from our fupas to hurting our vaginas on the little seat in spin class. Amy Schumer is my girl. There would be no Amy Schumer slander tolerated whatsoever. And if you don't think she has good character about her, just think about the way she remained humble and silent the entire time Monique was dragging her name through the mud because she was mad with Netflix. Because at some point in time, I would at least shot her a tweet and was like, keep my name out your mouth, bitch. Amy just was chilling. And I know Amy probably don't want that Monique smoke, but still. At some point in time, you can only take but so much. But anyway, Amy is undergoing IVF because she is trying to have another baby. That surprised me in itself because her pregnancy with her first baby was so rough. I actually said a prayer for her at home because I had it with my son, but I don't think I had it as bad as Amy did. Like, she literally threw up her entire pregnancy. I threw up my entire pregnancy. I even went to the doctor to get a shot in my butt. It did not work. I was just throwing up. Excuse me. I threw up with Marshawn. I threw up with Janisha. I threw up with Destiny. I was in labor throwing up with Destiny. I did not stop throwing up until I started pushing. I literally threw up the entire pregnancy. I busted blood vessels in my eye. I looked battered. People was looking at my husband like, bruh, you gotta stop putting your hands on her. He was looking like, I love her. I don't do that type of stuff. It was rough. All of my pregnancies were terribly rough, especially when it comes to vomiting, right? So I was really surprised she was trying to have another baby because she just went through it so bad. But she was like, I want to make Gene a big brother. Pause for the cause. As much as I love Amy Schumer, I cannot believe she named her baby boy Gene. Gene, in the year of our Lord 2020. Well, she named him Gene in 2019. So in 2019, for you to name your baby boy Gene, I was like, is he a mechanic? Because when I hear Gene, I picture a mechanic with a cigarette hanging off his lip and he giving somebody directions by never saying the name of the road. He just saying, make a left, hang a right, hang a right, hang a right, hang a left, down by the McDonald's, cut the corner, you're there. And so I'm like, she named this baby Gene. But he a cute little fella, round face fella. But so she's trying to have a baby. She posted a photo. And she just basically says she's really discouraged. She's going through the IVF process. It's a little rough right now for her. She posted a photo of her belly. She was being really transparent. I don't believe everything belongs on Instagram, but this is what y'all do. So I just got to rock with it. She posted a photo of her belly, her C-section scar, and you can see the bruises on her belly, I guess, from where she's been doing her IVF injections. Somebody came down to my comments and said, she looked like a Wale. I sat there for a moment because I read the comments on all of my social medias, on every single post. But y'all know that by now because, I'll block you if you say something crazy. But, and I said, she looked like a Wale. I was like, a Wale. Oh! You're trying to say that she looked like a whale, but you can't spell it. Okay. Typical social media behavior. She tried to say that this woman looked like a whale, but she can't spell it. If you're going to insult me, bring your A game with your grammar, punctuation, and spelling. Don't come in here telling me I look like a Wale. So I responded to her and I wrote, the rapper? And I guess she was too embarrassed to come back and say anything else. But it's just, why be mean? This woman is basically in a desperate place. If she's going to social media asking for, can anyone give her a tip? Can anyone tell her anything that can help her through this IVF process? And your response is, you look like a Wale. So from now on, if somebody, well, no, because that might be insulting to Wale. I like Wale. He's a good rapper. But I was just like, the stupid stuff I see on social media every day. But they gave y'all free internet. This is what happens. But yeah, so, all right. So moving on. Ray J and Princess Love had a baby. They named that baby Epic. So Gene should link up with Epic and they can have their own reality show. I was like, okay, we just gonna name our babies however way we feeling today. How you feeling today, Princess Love? I'm feeling epic after having this baby. Well, that's what we gonna name him. So his name is Epic Ray Norwood. Him is a cutie. He favors Princess Love. And then I'm not even going to repeat what someone said about the baby because I don't even want to give life to it, but I just wanted to use it as another example of the dumb things people say on social media. I may start making a weekly post of dumb-ish people say on social media, just specifically to my social media. But he's a cutie pie. But people will come in and say crazy things about your baby. It just, people don't care no more. But anyway. Oh, Apryl Jones and Lil Fizz allegedly broke up, or reportedly broke up, or they just broke up. And speaking of stuff that I find entertaining, Apryl and Fizz, they went on this whole shenanigan-filled journey across the social medias and across the Love and Hip Hop's Hollywoods, just to try to prove some unnecessary point, I guess. First they did the whole we just friends. Then they became homie lover friends. And then Apryl started announcing how Fizz is the best sex she's ever had and how Fizz be laying it down. And, oh, Lord, Fizz, I guess he is laying it down. He ain't doing nothing else because he ain't on tour. Because old Marion was like, oh, okay, you want to have at it. Go on. Just, my kids ain't calling you daddy, but just going on. So they did this whole thing. They doing interviews, talk shows, all this other stuff, podcasts and radio shows, and talking about how our Marion is trash and how they couldn't care less about him because it's all about them and they are so in love and they are so this and so that. And now she on another talk show by herself. They done blocked each other on social media, unfollowed each other on social media, and she's on a talk show talking about, well, Fizz is, he's focused on his son Cameron and I'm focused on my children. Well, that's where the hell the focus should have been in the first place. But y'all was focused on each other's genitals and then trying to make a fool out of Omarion when y'all eventually made a fool out of yourself. See, when two people come together for the wrong reasons, it never lasts. And it goes for relationships, friendships, everything else. If the enemy of my enemy is my friend and y'all become friends because y'all both hate the same person, guess what? Sooner or later, y'all gonna fall out and then it's gonna be, I'm an enemy of her and her. When people come together for the wrong reasons, it never, ever lasts. And I feel like Apryl smashed the homie out of spite. And Fizz was just thinking to herself, well, ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. And there it is. And now they both looking stupid on social media and everywhere else. You done smashed the homie. And then J Boog tried to insinuate something else. And you tried to insinuate J Boog allegedly slept with Omarion's mama. It's just like, it was just nasty. It was really, really nasty. But at the end of the day, Omarion is standing up on social media holding sage and saging around his body because he keeping them nasty, dirty spirits that have come together to try to form against him. That weapon that tried to form against him. He is saging that thing off and he is about to go on tour and make even more money. And now Omarion gonna be at home bored as hell because he only had Apryl to play with now. Will you look at that? I wanted to say, somebody come look at this. It is what it is. Lastly, before I go, because I think I've been talking almost an hour, but I appreciate, those of you who have hung in here with me. The last thing that I want to talk about is very, very sad. Atatiana Jefferson's mother, Yolanda Carr, passed away on Thursday morning. And just in full transparency, y'all know my line of work. Y'all know my business. Y'all know ICC. Y'all know that I make money based off of the traffic that I get to my website. I make money from advertisers. I make money from sponsored posts. I make money from, partnerships with different people, sponsorships with brands. And that's how I make my money. But specifically to the blog, I make money when people visit my site. And so I try to find stories that I think will be of interest to you. I try to find stories that I think you'll find fascinating, funny, interesting, shocking, informative, whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, it's important for me to have readership in order to maintain my business. But what I won't do is engage in trash activities. And I saw a lot of media outlets, and this is not a shot at anybody, so please don't start running around saying, oh, Ice Cream Convos was firing shots at somebody. It's not. I'm just telling you what I'm not going to do. Atatiana Jefferson's mom passed away on Thursday morning. And in an effort for some outlets to get traffic, they posted the story as if Atatiana Jefferson's mother had either been murdered or killed in the same home where Atatiana Jefferson was killed by Fort Worth, Texas police. And I thought, trash. And, you know, there are some days where the traffic be rolling down a river like Tina Turner. And there are some days where my site is in a drought. It happens. It's you ever heard of slow news day? Happens. But what I will never do is play with death. What I will never do is disrespect a family who has been through enough. That family has been through enough. Atatiana Jefferson was killed by Fort Worth police in October. Her daddy died in November, and it's January, and her mama done passed. That's what? October, November, December. January ain't even opened up good, and her mama has passed. Her mama, when was his name? Aaron Dean, the officer, his name is Aaron Dean. When he was indicted for murdering Atatiana Jefferson, her mama was in the hospital with congestive heart failure. And I pull up Al Gore's internet to see Atatiana Jefferson's mom found dead in the same house she was killed in. What does that say to people? That that alludes to some type of crime being committed. This woman had congestive heart failure. If whomever wrote those blog posts has simply did their Googles, or if they had read icecreamcombos.com, I told y'all back when Aaron Dean was indicted that Atatiana Jefferson's mom had congestive heart failure. How dare we as media exploit that family to write a headline that makes it sound as if her mama was either murdered, hurt, or dropped dead or something in that house. Like, that's why people be coming at me all the time like, y'all so trash media. It takes the media. And I'm like, I want to scream so bad. I am not the media. But I kind of sort of am. But I'm not that. I am not that. And I was just like, damn. Because I saw the headline before I did my own research. And I'm like, found dead in the house where she was killed. Oh my God, not again. I was like, this family, like. And then I said, wait a minute. Her mama had congestive heart failure. I had to remind myself, like, wait a minute. Her mama had congestive heart failure. But at the end of the day, we all know the deal. Her daddy and her mama died of a broken heart. The doctors can write it off as congestive heart failure. I believe her daddy died of a heart attack too, but don't misquote me because I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's on the site. Those people died of a broken heart. They lost their baby for no damn reason. None. So why would we as media, it's our job to provide information to the people who rely on us to get it, right? Every day when I wake up and open my laptop, I'm like, okay, my ICC friends are looking forward to me giving them some information about whatever's going on. I can't get to everything because I'm one person and I don't want to hire nobody. I just can't. So I write what I can. I write what I think you guys will find interesting. And a lot of stuff that I don't write that y'all like, damn, why it's not on the site? Because it's not interesting to me. And it's hard for me to write about things I'm not interested in. The writing will be trash. Trust. I've done it before and it feels like I'm pulling teeth. I can't do it. But at the same time, I'm just like, we have to do better. And I can't make other people do better. All I can do is do better for myself. And I hope that, y'all as my ICC friends, as my ICC family, as my cyber sisters and cyber brothers and play cousins, like, I hope y'all notice the effort that I take not to be trash. You know, sometimes I might slip a little bit, but I put forth the effort not to be trash. And I hope that you guys notice that. Because I try really hard not to be trash. But yeah, so that was just terrible. But I just want to send my condolences to that family. I prayed for them so hard. Because when you have a death is hard, but when it's back to back to back to back like that, it's terrible. And I pray for Atatiana's sister. She lost her sister, her mama, and her daddy within like a three month span. It's just tough. So please pray for them. Pray for me, because I pray for y'all. I do. I really do. I be like, Lord, thank you for my ICC friends. I do every night, because if y'all abandon me, I'm gonna have to start get on. Is monsters.com still around? I don't know. Yeah, if y'all roll out on me, it's gonna be an ugly day around here. But yeah. So let me text my daughter to see, because she and my grandbaby went out. Let me call her real quick and see if she'll bring the baby in for y'all to see the baby. But yeah, so in the meantime, y'all know I did go live. Just Mercy is in theaters, and it is so good. Like, so
Hello.
good. Hi, are you home?
Yes.
Are you asleep?
No.
Is Eve asleep?
Yes.
Okay, can you bring her to me? My ICC friends want to see her.
Okay.
You gonna bring her to me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, bye. Eve's coming. My grandbaby is coming. Y'all gonna get to see my grandbaby. Yes, Just Mercy. So good. The reason why I didn't post any stories today is because I did a review of the movie. Went to see it last night, my husband and I. And my husband is JB. So when I say JB, because I feel weird being like my husband, JB. JB and I, went to see Just Mercy last night. Fantastic film. It was so good that when I woke up this morning, the only thing on my mind was making a video review about it, because I was like, I need to let people know they need to go see this film. So I won't go into it, but I did do a video review. I did post it on the Facebook page, but it is on the Ice Cream Combos YouTube channel. Here come my snooker. Okay. Here come my snooks. She's sleeping good. How long she been asleep?
She's been asleep for a while.
Oh. Oh, shabanya, jabadidishi, ba ba ba. Look at my snooker, y'all. Her sheeping. Look, she's sleeping. Look. She like, hey, y'all. This is my grandbaby. Look, everybody like, hi, Eve. Eve. Well, she's sleeping good, too. She feel warm. You know when they get all good and warm. This is my snooker nooker. I'm a grandmom, y'all. So y'all can call me ICC Granny. No, that sound old.
Granny goodness.
Oh, yeah, I'm Granny Goodness. Look, y'all, she getting that good sleep. That mouth always be open. Not Evie. Yeah, I'm saying I ain't gonna wake her up. Come on, mama. Oh, goodness. Look. She wiggling. Mm-hmm. Y'all, she got a dimple in her chin right here. It's so sweet. I don't know if y'all can see it, but her so sweet, mama. So, y'all, this is your little play niece. Look at her. Come on. Oh, she like, Shuggy. I'm her Shuggy. She like, Shuggy, they be young. Look at her. Watch that head fall back. Look. I love it. I just love it. I love being a Ganny. Oh, goodness. She's sheeping so good. Mm-hmm. Look. Look. She just... Oh, there it is. Look. Look. Okay. I'm not going to make you mad. Okay. I'm not going to make you mad. Oh, goodness. Her stretching so good. Okay. Look, she done... Lord, you done fell out. Okay. Yeah, my sweet mama. Okay. Mwah. All right, go back to your mama, because you're still in my thunder right now. I'm the star of this show, okay? She like, Okay, say bye, y'all. Look at her shirt. It says, This girl always gets her way. That's about right. You better have her milk ready when the time comes. I think she wet too.
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Bye, Shiggy. Shiggy can't get you when I get done. Yeah, we gonna play tonight. All right, y'all. So that's my grandbaby. Thank you so much for tuning in for tonight's chat. I love you all dearly. As always, just thank you for supporting Ice Cream Convos. Thank you for tolerating me. Cause yeah, so thank you for tolerating me. Thank you for kicking it with me. Thank you for being so supportive. If you are interested in making money online, I've been telling y'all, Scoop on Blogging, Scoop on Blogging. Put in Scoop on Blogging on Facebook and follow the Scoop on Blogging page. Visit the Scoop on Blogging website. I built a whole website for this. I am about to teach y'all how to make some money. So every day I'm just trying to think of like what's the best way to set up. Like, let me know what y'all want. Do y'all want? I already have a full online course that you can download, and it literally takes you from picking out the name for your website to what you're gonna be writing about, which blog niches make the most money, all the way up to how to monetize. Like, I'm teaching you from start to finish. I'm giving you that window to really get it going. So, you know, if you're interested in that, just follow Scoop on Blogging. I have the website, I have Facebook, and I have Instagram. I didn't make a Scoop on Blogging Twitter yet because I don't know. Me and Twitter just don't kick it like we used to. And the podcast will be returning next week. Y'all, look at my new microphone. Oh, I'm gonna try not to make too much noise. I scooped this baby last week. Look at my new microphone, y'all. Oh, look at. Oh, yes, this is my new microphone. This is my big daddy right here, and I absolutely love it. So I just purchased it a couple days ago. I'm testing it out, and so far I absolutely love it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and purchase another one and start doing some interviews. So, yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, with the podcast coming back, I'm launching a Scoop on Blogging podcast as well. And I'm going to be featuring other creators and just having them talk about their journeys to becoming a creator, making money online. Just things that I want to give you celebrity news and entertainment. But at the same time, I want to be able to like give you something that's going to inspire you or something that can help you make more money. I'm trying to be a vessel this year. That's what it is. I'm trying to be a vessel. And that's what I really, really, really want to do. I want to be a vessel, and I want to entertain you. I want to enlighten you, and I want to help you make more money. Those are my 3 goals for this year. Entertain, enlighten. What's one word that I can use? Entertain, enlighten. What's a verb for getting some shmoney? I don't know. I'll come up with one, but I'm gonna have my 3: entertain, enlighten, and right now we just gonna call it get this shmoney, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I just want to help you guys learn how to make money online, because there's nothing like making money while you're asleep and waking up to money before you even start your day. That's a good feeling. Even if it's $10, you got $10 more when you woke up than you did when you went to bed. And I want to teach you guys how to do that. So if you're interested, Scoop on Blogging. Just put Scoop on Blogging in Google. Hopefully I'll come up. Nobody else out here trying to steal my game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I just want to help you guys. And thank you so much for just kicking it with me. I had fun tonight. And I think I started not to do this chat, but I had lots of fun. Go to YouTube. Please subscribe to the Ice Cream Convos YouTube if you haven't done so already. I think I need 30 people. I'm 23 people away from 3,000 subscribers. And so that's awesome. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without y'all. So I definitely appreciate it. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Go watch my Just Mercy review. After you watch my Just Mercy review, you'll want to go. And you know what? Matter of fact, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment on the Just Mercy review, and I am going to pick 2 people. I'm going to send you a Fandango gift card so you can go see the film this weekend. That's what we do. See, I told you I was going to be a blessing in the year of our Lord 2020. Boom. All right. So I love you guys very much. Bye. Have a good night. And stay tuned for the podcast and stuff, because both podcasts will launch next week. Okay. All right. Bye. All right. How do I log off? It's been so long. I don't remember how to log off. Bye.